I want to continue on with this case as this family and the victim never received justice. In the evening of May 28, 2018, Bryn Spejcher and her boyfriend, which was a new relationship, Chad O'Melia, had partaken in something that was legal in California. Now, all court records state that Bryn had hit the bong 2 times with a type of marijuana that had a high potency label on it. Now, her ex-boyfriend testified in the court case that she had partaken with him in their previous relationship in marijuana in, I believe it was 2015, and they just thought it wasn't for them. Not only did Bryn stab Chad 108 times with 3 different weapons or knives, allegedly, from what I can find, she also stabbed herself. She also stabbed her dog, and Bryn herself had to have life-saving measures done to save her life from what she did to herself. Now, besides the sentencing, there's 2 major things that bother me in this case. 1 is the amount of times that Chad was stabbed. 2 is the reasoning for how many times she stabbed Chad. Her reasoning is that she was in this, marijuana-induced psychosis, basically, where she had this vision, and that out of rage and retaliation, she basically was killing him to prevent her own death, and that basically the voices were telling her that in order to survive, she had to kill him. There are also reports that she felt that each time she did stab, she felt more powerful, which that in itself is very concerning, because you're saying that this citizen is now free to walk after doing this to somebody that she was dating, somebody that she had possibly been intimate with. That is disturbing in itself, that you do not see the threat to the general public, let alone that this victim and the family have to endure knowing that she's out free walking. Now, this entire incident occurred at Chad's apartment, where he had 2 roommates, I believe it was. One of the roommates witnessed this incident occurring and called 911. Police also had to tase her numerous times, and one officer, I believe, had to use his baton to get one of the knives away from her. So there was a witness to this incident. So the fact that she's walking away with basically 1 hour for every stab wound that she gave Chad is mind-blowing to me, and such an injustice to this victim and to this family. I mean, you're basically saying it's okay to smoke weed and go and take somebody's life because you're in a psychosis. You've already done it before previously in your life, where you've partaken in this, legal drug in California, but nothing of the sorts happened. You ate a bag of chips. So I'm very confused here as to where the justice is for this victim and for this family, because that is absolutely no excuse to take somebody's life. I mean, that is 3 separate knives. You are a woman, so you have to think about the fact that, 1, you're already smaller than this man. All accounts, this man was a very kind man that never wanted anybody to feel alone, and just a good all-around man. So I am very confused as to how this judge isn't being looked into, how this Ventura County isn't being looked into. This is an awful example of doing anything for a victim and their family. So I want to get into some of these screen grabs right here. These were taken off of the Ventura County website. Basically, this is the docket information and any information I could find on the case. One thing that they will be doing in this case is they will be sealing some of these records. I believe it will probably be like photos and stuff like that. It does state that it is to protect the victim's family and to not re-traumatize them. And with some of the stuff that I've seen on YouTube, I myself am perfectly okay with that, as I personally don't think that autopsy photos or crime scene photos showing the victim should be something that that family has to relive. I do hope they still honor FOIA requests, because I do want to request one on this case, but I want to go over that tactfully. And my entire goal on my channel is to bring justice to victims. It does not matter the situation. There's many cases that I'm looking into and talking with people about right now that I'm not even touching on my channel yet. So I most definitely will be looking into this case further, as this is a complete injustice that has been done here. So to Chad's family and friends and anybody that cared about him, I am truly sorry that this is what they thought was what your son was worth, because he absolutely is worth so much more than this. And I truly apologize for this injustice from the bottom of my heart.